I'm Akua Gyamfi from the British Blacklist. How are you?
I'm calm. I'm excited. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I will see it. Yeah, tonight. I just flew in yesterday, and but I'm content.
I like the fact that you haven't seen it because then you're going to watch it with a London audience, and
Yes.
I'm anticipating the reactions. So what's the best thing watching a film with an audience? What kind of things are you listening out for or hoping for?
I think this one is going to be difficult because it's very emotional. So I am not used to watching movies like that have such a personal meaning for me. But I'm open for what's going to happen. I will bring my handkerchiefs and I will be prepared and I will see what my emotions do.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yes, bring them.
The
And make sure, you don't want to drop on your... Yeah.
So can you describe your life right now in either one word or a sentence?
My life?
Yeah, just how you feeling, what's going on?
To be honest, I have a lot of distraction, which I need, because this is so big, Wakanda Forever, that obviously mentally I'm ready for it. But being here with my cast members, that helps a lot, being able to experience that together. And yeah, the rest is like what I just said. Like I'm excited to watch it, but I also know that it's not going to be easy.
So round two, where in life is Io now, your character Io? What's going on for her for part two?
Well, last time we saw her in Falcon, this time things have happened. There has been time in between. She has to deal with loss and she has to deal with a threat. But she's not alone. You know, she's got her fellow Doras. There are allies from Wakanda. And the goal is to deal with a threat. And it's not a light one.
No, it's not.
No.
It's very intense.
Yes.
So as you mentioned, the Dora Milaje have become like such iconic symbols of beauty and strength. And for us, and yes, to shaved heads. I do shaved, I do hair, but I do shaved a lot as well. And it's just so beautiful. It's been so beautiful to see just the freedom of apart, along with everything else that they represent. How has playing Io and being part of the Dora Milaje changed you or empowered you at all as a character and then as an actress?
Well, as an actress, I feel extremely home playing Io because I don't often have the chance to play an African character. I was born in East Africa, I grew up in Germany, but I am African and I understand the people. For me, it's not unusual. I like the idea that people think, wow, these women are so beautiful having no hair. But having an African background, that's nothing special.
Exactly.
That is not an achievement. That is what you do when you just want to keep your life simple.
Yes.
I understand for a lot of people, it's like, oh, wow, and it's nice, and we like it. It is what it is. We have beautiful hair, and we can do with it whatever we want to. We can wear braids and weave-ons, and we can shave it off. There's a lot we can do. I'm happy for maybe people that are not used to it to just be inspired and to just go out and think like, hey, whatever has been taught to us over many, many years, like that it's beautiful to have maybe straight hair or to put all these chemicals in to maybe function in a different beauty set. I hope that we can get away from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially for young people, just to be fine with who they are.
And I love the fact that also the Dora Milaje show unity, strength, beauty, all those things. It's not just about the bald heads, as we said. It's all, it's not just shaved heads, but it's the strength and unity and the sisterhood that I think has resonated a lot as well. What is that like? Being, and as you said, playing an African is so refreshing. Being African, but also showing sisterhood and not black women at war or waging war against each other and not being in unity, and black people that can work together cohesively in such a powerful way.
I think in general you achieve more
Yeah.
when you are able to function in a group, which doesn't mean you always have the same opinion. So you have to deal with or be able, to listen and to learn. And in my case, working with the Dora Milajes, we train together. When you get together, start a production, and you are physical together, you get on a different level. It's not just like sitting at a table, because you know when your colleagues are hurt, when they're tired, when we still have to learn from each other, when we have to learn new techniques, when we have to trust each other because we work with weapons. That is everything that you learn when you do martial arts or when you get together as a team. But then again, in Wakanda, we have the council room, and everybody who is in the room will be listened to. And it doesn't matter what gender the person has. So it's people first, and that's what I love.
So you've got a lot more presence in Wakanda Forever. We're seeing you more. And you also were in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Is this career path going to plan, or are you being surprised by the roles or the visibility that you're getting now?
Oh, I'm glad that I don't have a plan. I let other people plan.
Okay.
I just go with the flow. I'm like, with Ayo, for example, already when I started, I didn't know where the journey would end. And that's okay, because in life, and I think this is also what we have with Wakanda Forever, sometimes things happen that are not planned and you have to deal with them. And it's not always going to be easy. And that's how I see my career. There's a lot you can plan, but sometimes things happen that move you forward. Sometimes you stand still. Sometimes things don't work, but you have to have patience. That's what you need in life anyway. It doesn't matter whether you're an actress or not, you know? I think as long as you're open, and the combination of giving and taking is something that always works everywhere. And that's something that's very strong amongst these women or amongst the Wakandan culture.
And getting back into character for Ayo this time around, how do you reconnect to the character when you've been away from it for so long?
I guess because it takes a long time to film these productions, that feeling stays.
Okay.
So coming back is actually easier because I had the experience of Civil War or Black Panther or Infinity War or Falcon, you know? There's always every year getting back and focusing on the character, so it felt like coming home. Also, there was excitement because I don't live in America, and it doesn't often happen that we all get together.
Okay.
So we had a long period of filming and working together and learning new moves, including new cast members, and still making it look like we are one, like we've been training for years. What is nice, for example, is we have cast members in the Dora Milajes now that watched the movie in 2018 and that said, I want to become a warrior. And they started training, and they're in this movie now.
Wow. How do you carve out your position in such a massive ensemble cast?
You know what? It's actually easy because first there's a script.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? So I walk in and I understand my character because as an actress, I just serve. As an actress, I have skills, and if people want to work with me, they can hire me. So I expect myself to function. But when I come to work, what helps is I work with a lot of confident women. So there's not that stress. We all got the job, you know? And then you want to continue the legacy that Chet built. And all of that together, if you just show up and you want to serve, you just want to make or continue telling the story, and then focus on not left and right, but like what can you bring to the table, which is a lot, I think that makes it easy.
Okay.
Because the only task is to be of service.
Understand that. And just quickly, can you give me a scene, without spoilers, if you can, that really just captures what was the most joyful moments of filming Wakanda Forever?
Oh, there are a lot of scenes. I think the scenes in white are maybe not easy to watch, but a way of understanding how we felt. And then also a way of understanding how in some cultures we deal with passing. So celebrating and fighting, that was a very special moment. I have that anyway when Wakandans get together.
Yes, I hear you.
And then I love Jabari Land. The people.
It's cold though.
Their leader, yeah, it's cold. It's cold, but again, and like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm ready to explore the new culture. So I'm just ready, and I think also in life, there's so much we don't know, and this is a good example of this movie. What happens when you're just open and you see how others are.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. It's great speaking to you.